He screamed once, then vanished. The camera kept recording, but there was no one left in the frame. Just ripples, just water, and a reflection that didn't belong to anyone standing on the shore. This is Cherry Creek Lake, Montana, a place not found in travel blogs, a place where people report seeing drownings that never happened, at least not in this reality. What you're about to hear has never aired before. Some of it was buried, some of it erased, and some of it refused to disappear. Cherry Creek is small, quiet, hidden behind pine groves and low hills that trap morning fog like a secret. But every summer, one or two people come out of there, changed. They leave shaken, silent, or never return at all. It began in 1974. A local fisherman reported seeing his younger brother drowning in the lake, but the boy had died in a car crash 3 years prior in Oregon. Police wrote it off as grief, sunstroke, too much whiskey. They didn't investigate the reflection. Then it happened again and again. A teenager saw a woman flailing in the water. A girl in a red coat saw her grandfather sink slowly beneath the surface. A park ranger refused to look at the lake after dark. His note read, "It knows what hurts, and it shows you." The pattern wasn't in the facts, it was in the feeling. These weren't ghost stories, they were memories, intensely personal, too vivid to be imagined, too wrong to be real. But when people tried to find proof, there was nothing. No deaths, no matches in missing persons, no footage that made sense. Until 1983, an ATEM mem reel surfaced in the state archive. It showed a family picnic by the lake, normal, quiet, until the camera tilted, almost casually, and caught something just offshore. A girl, about 6, floating face down, unmoving. But no one in the group noticed. They kept laughing, eating, talking. No one turned to help. The note attached to the film said only there were no other children present that day. We watched the reel 5 times. The girl's image never changed, but the color of her dress different each time. First red, then blue, then gray, as if even the memory of her was unstable, as if the lake rewrote it. Skeptics say it's pareidolia, that human minds see faces and forms where there are none. But pareidolia doesn't whisper your dead brother's name. Pareidolia doesn't speak a language you don't know, and it doesn't show you drowning in your own clothes. We went to Cherry Creek ourselves. We didn't bring experts. We brought cameras. We didn't expect much, but at 11:48 p.m. on a windless night, the water changed. No fog, no animals, no boats. Just the surface, and a single moment that shouldn't exist. A man, arms stretched upward, silent. A figure held him underwater. Their faces were blank. They didn't splash. They didn't move. They only existed in the reflection. We scanned the shore. Nothing. The lake was still. The air was cold. And yet, the image remained. We blinked, and it was gone. That night, our technician stopped speaking. He packed his gear in silence. The next morning, he left a single note on the dash. "I saw my son, but I never had one." You might think this is grief, or hysteria, or a trick of light. But then, what explains the 1998 event? Geologist Harold Minke studied the lake's floor for sediment shifts. He wasn't a believer. He worked with sonar, not seances. But on the final night of his trip, he launched a canoe. He carried a thermal camera and an analog recorder. He radioed at midnight. "Something's wrong with the mirror. It's showing me things I haven't lived yet." He was never heard from again. His boat was recovered. Inside, the recorder, still warm, and a single tape marked, "Do not watch." We watched it. First, water, gentle lapping. Then, heat spikes. Infrared showed a person kneeling on the water. Impossible. The thermal outline bled into the shape of a second figure, then a third. They surrounded the canoe, and then the camera cut out, hard, like it had been turned off by hand. The footage has been verified by 3 labs. It is unedited, untouched, and still unexplained. In 2005, during a drought, water levels dropped sharply. Locals found something strange in the mud. A stone slab, carved. No one could read the symbols. A linguist from Missoula tried. His translation attempt? It remembers what was forgotten. But the stone was gone the next day. Some think the lake holds energy. Others think it's a rift, a place where timelines cross. One theory says it isn't the water at all, it's the people. That the human mind, when near this lake, broadcasts memory like a signal, and the water, like an antenna, catches it, amplifies it, reflects it back slightly wrong. Your fears, your grief, your guilt. We returned to the lake one last time. This time, no cameras, just us and silence. At 2:17 a.m., a shadow moved across the water. Not a boat, not wind, just the shape of a boy, walking toward us on the surface. We didn't run, we didn't breathe. He stopped 10 feet out and slowly sank beneath the surface. The ripple reached the shore and stopped at our feet. We left before sunrise. When we checked the drone footage later, the lake was calm, empty, still. No shadow, no boy, no ripple. But our boots were wet. No one can say what Cherry Creek is. No one can prove what it does. But here's what we know. Every year, people see someone drown in that water. Someone they know, or should have known, or should have saved. And every year, there's no record. So if you go to Cherry Creek, do this. Stand by the shore, look at the lake, and wait. But whatever you do, don't trust the reflection.